What up, guys? It's Kischardio. Today I'm standing in front of a Yamaha Niken, 2019 Yamaha Niken. Now, I've already taken this thing like half a mile from the dealership, so I got my total first impression. But just looking at this thing, it's like, still, even if I'm off of it, it's like, what the fuck? What the fuck is this thing? It's amazing. Ton of FZ09 parts, swing arm wheels, triple motor, you know, that exhaust, and kind of the Yamaha standard everything. FZ10 start, stop. This thing is just amazing. FZ09 tail light, FZ09 license plate mount. Dude, I'm going to test it right now. I'm going to take it for a bit more of a serious ride. I've already had like a little bit of an experience with it. But let's go see. Let's get on it. Let's see how it goes. I do like the look. I love the color of these forks right here. That just looks so badass. So first impression getting on it. It's weirdly not as big as I thought it was going to be. It's big, but it's not crazy big. I'm 6'2". Getting on it is pretty easy, dude. And right now I've got it in gear. I'm just going to kick it up to neutral. And right there. See how this thing sounds. All right, let's do this thing. Actually, let me stop on flat ground right here and just tell you guys what I'm thinking. So I'm 6'2". I can just barely flat foot it comfortably. These mid-mount pegs are a little interesting. Not the end of the world. I have no idea what mode or style I'm in here. Let's just go. By the way, I have no idea where I am, so we're going to be exploring while riding. Upshift, quick shift. So the quick shifter works up. It doesn't go down as well. But that's pretty amazing. And now, well, some bumps. We're going to bump test it. It handles them pretty well. Alright, we got to get back to the main road. Hang on. Here's the big question. How do you do this type of turn on it? So braking and coming to like a slower stop is so smooth and natural. I got my foot out here, but... wow. So much maneuverability. You just feel like it wouldn't have it. Oof. The clutch engages a little bit further out than I'm used to, so that's why I'm snapping it around. Taking off is just like taking off on a normal motorcycle. It's just... whoa! I'm gonna upshift it a second. Dude, it's so natural and agile. Look at this. Alright, let's get some in that corner up there. So, around 75 miles an hour. Kind of progressive lean. Nah, it's not much of a corner. I was wrong. Oh my god, this thing is weird to get used to. I'll tell you one thing, what I like right away. Nice wide handlebars that give you a ton of leverage. And it just makes muscling this thing around very simple. You know, this thing just dodges and dives. So let's look at this tachometer up here, this clock. I don't love that it's not in color. But now that I'm like adjusting and getting acclimated, it's kind of easy to read, I guess. Big speedometer. That was a cop right there. So first impressions, I can't stop laughing at this thing. It is so weirdly, it just makes you laugh. It's so funny, dude. It feels so normal, like a motorcycle. It's definitely more stable. It's definitely, whoa, a little head shake there, huh? I got a little light. Oh, that's the eco light that turned on because I rolled off. Wow. Alright, some lean. We're gonna stay on this guy. Well, we're in fifth. Oh man, this is hilarious. This is hilarious. Let me keep going. So, first impressions, alright? I'll be serious now. So first impressions, this thing is a pseudo motorcycle. I know everybody in marketing said that at Yamaha. I know every dealer tells you that, but now that I'm actually riding it, it feels like a motorcycle. It feels amazing. And I really like it. It's extremely just comfortable and smooth. Obviously, but it's just so natural feeling. There's nothing about it that feels unnatural. You'd think like coming off of a two-wheel motorcycle and getting onto this three-wheel, whatever you call this, if it's a trike or a motorcycle, whatever it is, it doesn't feel that weird. It feels actually really interesting. I like it a lot. We need to figure out where we're going here. I actually have no clue where I am, by the way. As you guys know, whenever I do test rides, I have no idea where I am. So I'm actually just going to go for like a low-speed maneuver here. I could even lean it deeper. Yeah. Wow. This thing is great. And it's got a quick shifter too. So, initial riding impression is that it feels very similar to a motorcycle, okay? Initial power impression. Let's do that right now. I'm in third gear doing 40 miles an hour. Let's just snap it open right here. We didn't have a ton of room because of this Bernie Prius in front of us, of course, but we will find room later and do more of that. Power impression, pretty good. Not terrifying, not anything like the FZ09 in my opinion, but more than an FZ07 if you will. This is this is just so much fun. Oh man. All right, let's see how it is cruising. I'm up to 6th gear now. This thing's almost silent, and I'm just coasting. And this is fun. Look at that. I mean, I guess I could do this on my bike too, on normal motorcycles, but it's very smooth. So it looks like we got traction control modes, we got riding modes. A, B is when I used to be a Yamaha guy. They had A and B mode and standard. Now it's 1, 2, 3. What else we got? It looks like we got cruise control. This thing is so simple to ride. If I were actually like riding motorcycles for like the ability to get around places and not just the ability to be insane, this would probably be one of the best choices. It's just so smooth and natural feeling, and it just wants to go in a straight line. I mean, it's got no issue turning and getting athletic. That's not what I meant by that. I mean, it just really does kind of like cruise along nicely. Suspension is, I'm bouncing it up and down pretty good, honestly. I mean, for the type of riding that you expect to do on this, suspension feels okay. It feels soft and plush and kind of comfortable, right? It's not like this thing's a race bike and you're going to be tracking it immediately, maybe eventually. Brakes feel real good. I really like the brakes. The brakes have just this kind of, I mean, I don't know how much like they're telling me. Oh, this guy scared the hell out of me, pulling out aggressively. Oh man. You know what I will say, wind protection is not amazing. It's not terrible, but it's certainly not amazing. Considering we got a little windshield and all of this up here, you think you might have a little more wind protection, but you don't. Okay. So the traction control, if you heard that, strongly interfered and stopped me from, I don't know, getting any wheel lift. It just cut the motor, and then I just backed off of it. I feel like anyone could ride this just immediately, and it's manageable, and yet it retains athleticism. Yeah, he has no idea what it is. Yeah. The people in the car were just looking at it like, what the hell am I looking at? So it'll go. It'll certainly move. Wow, this thing is just fun. Actually, you know what? Let's test the cruise control. So the cruise light is on. Cruise set in at 50 in 4th gear. And I can still lean it and move it with my lower body, but just look at this. Wait, get over this way. Still no hands, just cruising. Look at these cars. Ah! Alright, and now to get out of cruise control, you roll in, it'll stay, but you touch the clutch and there it goes. Yep, that makes sense. We got some more motorcycles. Let's see how they acknowledge me. Hey guys! Hey! Oh wow, this thing's a beast. I love it. I personally wouldn't get it, but I do love it. And that's not usually a Yamaha thing. Holy crap, that's my bad. Third gear start. Yeah, it's got the power. That's a lot of braking power. The feel is kind of mushy. You don't really, you know, as opposed to like a super high-end super high-end Brembo kind of like high quality component piece, it probably has similar braking power. Let's see if this guy acknowledges me. Yeah, it's a Niken, bro. He's on his FJ09. You should have thought about that. You should have thought about the Niken. $15-mile-an-hour corner. Did I just come through here? I don't think I did, but this is some lean opportunity. Oh yeah, I did. So weird. So weird. Oh man, I just choked. I'm going back for that again. That one corner is the best corner I've found this whole time, and it is fucking fun. Okay, let's do this again. I'm just gonna lean it a little deeper this time. Alright, it's 15 miles an hour. We're currently doing about 40. We'll slow down a bit, and let's just try and execute this thing perfectly. Oh, sorry, I flinched when that oncoming guy gave me the look. Fuck. Oh, okay, alright. Let's try this again. We'll do it one last time because the dealership is back that way. Yeah, Niken, dude, yeah. Well, that's probably the other thing. In terms of head turning, you can go with like a Super Duke or a red Ducati or something, or you can get a Niken, because every single person that has actually like had some type of engagement with me since I've been out here, whether that's just like to ask me if I was broken down on the side of the road earlier or just beep at me when they drive by, notices this thing, because this thing, there's nothing else that looks like it. Okay, let's try this one more time here. A little bit of a deeper lean this time. Alright, man, I'm sold. This thing's athletic. You gotta push it just a bit more than you normally would to tip it in. It's very stable, which is just amazing, the stability that it has. Oh shit. I don't know who the buyer is for this. If you're watching this video and you're like, I'm considering buying this, I wonder who you are. Like, what makes you a buyer of this vehicle, this motorcycle, and why do you want it? I'd love to hear why. You know, mention in the comments below. But I don't know who buys this, but I do know it's well made and it's fun and it's still exciting and still interesting to ride. It's definitely a head turner. Those are all the positives. What's the negative? It's a little bit tall. I mean, I'm a big dude. I'm 6'2", and I still, you know, I can flat foot it comfortably, but just comfortably. You know, so if you're a little bit shorter, it might be tough in terms of touching your toes down. What else? There's not much else to say is negative. I mean, I guess it's a polarizing design. You got to decide if this is what you want to go with. So all in all, I guess, 2019 Yamaha Niken, this thing's a blast. I really enjoyed riding it. I did. I mean, you guys heard me giggling the whole time like a kid. It's so easy to ride. It's awkward in the first, you know, 100 yards, and then suddenly you just realize, like, ride it like you would ride any normal motorcycle, and you're back to it. It's not crazy powerful. It's not crazy loud. It is comfortable. It is athletic. We saw those corners. We were hitting pretty good. I like it, man. All in all, it's a good bike, for sure. I think if you're questioning whether you actually want one of these or would ever be caught on one of these, you should at least do yourself the service of going to ride it, because, you know, what's polarizing about it is the design, What's not different about it and weird about it is riding it. Riding it is a blast.
If I left, then it made no sense. And you tell your friends and they call your hands, baby, never mind, never mind.